And talking about devolution, a colleague of mine sent me a paper earlier this week and asked me to fact check it before this person decided to publish it. And I was reading it, and this person made a point in it. They said that the Welsh Assembly elections, when they've been held, have never had over 50% of turnout. And I thought to myself, that can't be right. The first Welsh Assembly election was in 1999. Are you telling me that in the 6 that they've had since then, they've never had over 50% turnout? Because if that was the case, that means the Welsh Assembly has no democratic legitimacy by any measure of what represents democracy. Yet, in all these years since 1999, there's been various Welsh acts which have given that assembly, I think it calls itself a parliament now, have given it even more and more power. You're telling me it's never had over 50%. So I spent an hour just checking all of that, and lo and behold, it's absolutely correct. And let me bring up the figures for you, which will absolutely blow your mind. And I had not realised this until I actually went fact checking to make sure of this. Let's bring up the Welsh figures. And since 1999, there on the left-hand side are the figures from 99 through to 2021 and the turnouts at each Welsh Assembly election. Look, in 2003, 38.2% turnout. The highest was 46.6%, and that was in 2021, giving an average over that 22-year period of a 43.7% turnout. Now, if you look at the general elections, the British general elections in Wales, the turnouts have always been in the 60s. That's still that's not ideal, it's fairly lowish, but at least the average since 2001 over the last 6 British general elections in Wales has been 65%. But look at that, Welsh Assembly elections average 43.7% over the last 22 years. Okay, that those kind of turnouts give the Welsh Senedd any democratic legitimacy whatsoever. You can't even get 47% of the people in Wales to vote at it. That's astonishing. Astonishing. That should have been prorogued years ago. In fact, I'm making up a new law here that if an institution doesn't get 50% of the vote at any election, that institution should be prorogued, by which I mean it should be discontinued, not dissolved, just discontinued until the next voting period comes around and you can go back to direct rule from Westminster during that particular period of time.